Good day, guys. Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are back with, of course, Tuesday reset, meaning some more wish tokens to go over. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of annoyed about the wish tokens, I'm myself included, but it is still somewhat worth getting them, especially if you're a new player. It's legit kind of free rewards. This week, though, you're going to have to go to the Dreaming City and get yourself 7 Ascendant chests. Now, I'm not going to go through all the chests because, honestly, that's the whole video in of itself. I'm sure there's tons online you can look up. But you will need one of these Tincture of Queen's Fall. Then it will basically, you'll be able to see these chests and everything. There's 10, I think, in total. But once you do, of course, get all your chests, you will be, of course, able to go to Queen, Mommy, Solve, herself, and get yourself a wish token. Now, as I said, these wish tokens are definitely worth it. Well, you get 5 enhancement, of course, but the wish tokens are definitely worth it if, one, you don't have any of these new raid weapons or last wish raid weapons, or two, if you really want to just get these lost mementos. These things you can kind of somewhat farm yourself, but these are definitely just orangey hell. So a lot of people are wanting them. And apparently with the exotics, you can actually get these without owning Nightfall. So if you don't own Nightfall, this is the way to get one of these exotics. So, but I will say overall, what I'm going to be looking at for a lot of new players will be the last wish raid weapons. Because I will say that when it comes to PvR, to the game in general, in Destiny, we have a lot of people who play Nightfall, a lot of people who play all the other expansions. But we have a very small amount of people who actually raid, and even less who will grind out for red borders. I mean, people will dip their toes in a raid maybe once, maybe twice, and then never do it again. This is a really cool way, though, for people to kind of get their hands on some, of course, red border weapons. Some raid weapons in general. These are all last wish raid weapons themselves. But for me, these sorts of weapons are going to be the key ones. Now, I could grind out and get 5, of course, to craft one of these weapons. But you know what? We're going to actually go for it. Couple of different ones each week. We're going to test it out and everything. So this is going to be the Nations of Beasts weapon. This is an Arcane Cannon, which, as I said, is a really, really dope one. It's mainly the red borders you're kind of looking for, but honestly, this is a really dope ass kind of roll. Explosive payload is dope in PvP and some PvE. Perpetual is great for, of course, stability and everything. It's a 140 hand cannon, so it's in the meta. When it comes to barrels and stuff, that's where you're going to probably see a little fall down. Handling is going to be great, though, because of all these perks, and of course, the explosive pact is nice. But the Nation of Beasts, this is a dope-ass hand cannon. It is going to be arc, sort of like the Awakened Vigil, of course. Awakened Vigil is my bae. But this is a really dope-ass hand cannon as well. It's got some other types of rolls, and it's a different sort of feeling weapon, which is the main thing. This thing feels so good. So yeah, we're going to go into PvE and some PvP with our Nations of Beasts to see if you should be going to try craft this, or if you should just pick up a roll or two of this, because as I said, this is a pretty dope roll in of itself. So without further ado, let's go into PvP first with the Nations of Beasts hand cannon. Alrighty, so we are going to be on Wormhaven doing some rumble with our little Nation of Beasts, and this is what it's going to look like. And as I said, the one thing last wish weapons all have, oh, they all look so beautiful, and now everyone can try to get their hands on them, which is pretty dope. As I said, it's an old raid, so I honestly don't mind people getting them. But this is, of course, going to be a 140, so we'll be able to triple tap and everything. And with Perpetual, you can kind of see that this is going to be steady as balls. Like, this is going to be so freaking steady, because you got the Perpetual kind of going. It's got good handling as well, and explosive means that you will be making people flinch like hell. And that was a free kill. Come on, you want to avenge your friend? Well, you can see that this hand cannon, it is really, really dope. I know a lot of people who swear by this hand cannon. They say it's the best hand cannon they ever used. Some people still use it to this day. It's craftable, meaning enhanced perks and everything as well. So this can only get better if you craft it. So for the PvP heads, I would definitely be saying to them, they might be looking at it. Now that's a shock in my ass. But yeah, for the PvP guys in this game, of course, this is something that you'll probably be looking at more so than anything else. That's a chaperone. Oh, how is he not dead? What? Yo, young man, you're 1 HP. Can you just freaking get rid of the wall for a sec? Oh my god. But obviously, yeah, for the PvP guys, this will 100% be one you're going to be looking at. As I said, Shattering Bone was another one, but PvP, this is just so freaking nice. I know the roll is kind of helping it right now too, but I just think that overall this is just a banger of a hand cannon. The fact that it could be enhanced as well is going to bode well for it too. I know there is other hand cannons in the game, like as I said, there's the Awakened Vigil, which is going to be arc and everything as well, but this one does kind of, it just kind of feels a little bit smoother sometimes than the Awakened Vigil. Awakened Vigil isn't bad, but the problem with Awakened Vigil is that it's an old lightweight framed 140, which definitely struggles when it comes to range. This one feels juicy in any sort of range with a 140. And as I said, it's got some really nice rolls you can kind of get your hands on. So if you want to, you can definitely switch it out. And that's Shoppy. Oh my god, this guy and his chaperone. But yeah, for PvP, this is definitely going to be one people should look at. As I said, I know there's other Arcane Cannons, but this thing is just legit. It's in the name, guys. It's an absolute freaking beast. And that's why I kind of wanted to showcase this one as well. I could have, well, as I said, went with is there a dude? It's the chaperone, dude. I'm telling you right now, the way this guy is running around here. He has a shotgun and he's ready to try to kill someone. Oh, he's a sniper. But yeah, with the way this feels and everything and the way it kind of works, whatnot, people who play PvP, you're 100% going to be looking at this one. I think that I could craft out exactly one weapon and everything, but I do honestly think that this role in of itself is actually really solid. Did he get a headshot? I don't think he did, but he just freaking walled. Yo, buddy, get out from the wall. Peek me. Peek me. Don't peek me, please. Let me live. Oh my god, this guy's legit a death singer. The Amber and the Shappy combo is absolutely railing me. And yo, what Bungie would appreciate if you don't do that to me. And we'll take the trade. Right off the freaking rip, my good god. But yeah, you can definitely see as a 140 goes, this thing is just, it's legit, as I said in the name, it's a beast. This thing is one of the best you can kind of get crafted or whatnot. As I said, explosive payload as well. As a roll, oh my god, if I die here. I thought I got stuck. But even the roll itself, even if you don't want to kind of craft out, or maybe you want to craft out something else, you got one sort of token left, because there is going to be 6 tokens, which means that there's going to be one kind of left over. And this guy is legit nailing me. But there's going to be one token that you're going to have left over when you go crafting. So this could be one to pick up. This is like legit a solid role for both PvP, PvE. Some people will argue with other roles you can kind of get in it, but I still think this is a really dope ass role. It's got really good handling. Has decent range as well for 140. I just think overall, yeah, there's nothing to scoff at here. Oh, it's an SMG. We got him though. Don't worry, boys. No, screw it. We're gonna get this guy. If I get chaperone, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, it's a chaperone dude. We got him. Oh my god. That guy scares me. Honestly, he's legit being the bane of my existence this whole freaking game. Now, there's a dude here. Oh, buddy. It's got behind me as well. Can you get a free kill? No, he went lower. Why are you lower, bro? Frickin' stay upper so I can dome you in the ass. And yo, this guy going. Hey, yo, guys, can we all peek me for a sec? I need to win this game. Oh, sniper. There's a sniper. We'll get him now, though. And as I said, it's really solid. This guy's went. Oh, he's gone in super. Yo, guys, if we could just not die to this guy. Oh, no, he's gonna win the game. Oh my god, I wanted to freaking get him. Oh my god, that is game set and match. The guy went in business, sit in the freaking corner. I was trying to find it for so long. But that is, of course, Nations of Beasts in, of course, some PvP. As I said, this thing is really solid PvP. This is one of the best hand cannons that you can kind of go in with. I know it's definitely not there when it comes to meta, because people will use Igneous over it because it's in the energy slot and whatnot. But I still do think, as far as 140s go, this is one of the best arc hand cannons you can kind of use. So if there's ever any arc mods or arc stuff that's going on, this will be really, really dope. And it's only even going to get better in PvE because explosive's so dope on it. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things. If we can get up this hill with, of course, our Nations of Beasts. And this is where, as I said, it might get a little bit better now. I actually might switch it off to my arc just to kind of get the whole sort of arc shenanigans kind of going. But yeah, this is where the weapon will, of course, become a lot better, of course, because PvE and everything. It's got explosive payload kind of going for it. It's, of course, going to be arc. So in my good arc build, you can get amplified going or whatnot. As I said, I think overall, just generally, this is a dope ass role you can kind of get on it. Now, as I said as well, there is other roles you can kind of go for it. This isn't the only role you can kind of get. Of course, there is like kill clip rolls and everything on it. There is vault shot as well, which is great PvE. Of course, you're gonna have to craft out to get that because, as I said, when it comes to these sort of wish token ones, this is the only role that she's gonna have. So when you buy it with wish tokens, you have to basically buy this one. But as I said, this is just gonna be solid PvE anyway. This is a dope ass role in general. It's honestly, when it comes to roles, I will say that it's probably a little bit better than Wake and Vigil for both PvP, PvE. PvP, Wake and Vigil can be really dope. But PvE, I'm telling you, this thing just, it kind of shines a little bit more for me because, as I said, it's going to be craftable, which means enhanced traits. It's got collective action, harmonies and whatnot. It's just got basically it's got pretty much every sort of 140 god roll you're kind of looking for, bar maybe rangefinder, which I honestly don't even think is that big a deal anymore because rangefinder got nerfed. So yeah, I definitely will say that this weapon, it is definitely worth getting if you're a PvP guy. And if you're a PvE guy, as long as you already have probably the crafted Apex Predator, which, as I said, it is worth getting, but I never really trust freaking, what's it called, heavy weapons to stay meta-wise, because sometimes rockets just fall out of meta. You start going into LMGs, start going into freaking linears. So rockets aren't always going to be the meta. So that's what I always just say, that just make sure you're not kind of screwing yourself over, especially if you don't really raid or anything. You don't really need to have that Apex Predator going. And the other kind of thing I will definitely say is that it's not always just about how a weapon feels and everything, or how it works and whatnot. Sometimes it's all just about the aesthetics. And I will definitely say this weapon just looks so nice. You cannot tell me that this Nation of the Beast isn't a dope looking weapon. I mean, all the Last Wish weapons kind of are. That was the big allure. That freaking Forsaken was just a go to DLC, guys. Let's be real. But to be honest, I think all these weapons just look insane. So if you're going for stall points as well for a hand cannon, this is definitely one to kind of look at too. Instead, there's just so much kind of going for this weapon that I think, especially if you don't know what you kind of want and you're a hand cannon guy, it's definitely going to be one to kind of look at with these wish tokens. I mean, I know a lot of people definitely have already have their Apex Predator crafted and probably have like other weapons. So after Apex, it's honestly a toss up for me between this and Shatterbone. I think Nations of the Beast though is just a really sweet ass freaking hand cannon that if you don't have a really solid Awakened Vigil, getting this crafted out or even getting a roll on like this particular roll will be super solid for it, because as I said, it just works so well both PvP, PvE. Like you can definitely see the damage kind of going in with the explosive, dealing with odds and everything. It's honestly just so freaking solid now. In a good art build though as well, especially if you do really want to go down the line of crafting this weapon out, you can definitely do it. It is going to of course come with Vault Shot. If you get a good, if you want to craft it out, you can craft a Vault Shot rollout. So that's going to be solid in of itself in PvE regardless. So that is another kind of train you can kind of go down for it. As I said, Awakened Vigil already is there though with Vault Shot, and I know this weapon might be enhanced or whatnot. So as I said, both PvP, PvE, there's definitely things to kind of look at. So you're not going to be putting yourself at a disservice if you get this weapon like crafted or whatnot. As I said, I know Apex is there and everything, but there is definitely a lot of pluses to using this particular sort of or crafting out this particular weapon. I just think that overall it is a bit of a beast of a freaking hand cannon. One of the best arc, if not the best arc hand cannon in the game. There's definitely not a lot more I could, probably other weapons I would sit there going, oh my god, this is such a better hand cannon than this one, or this is such a better arc hand cannon than this, because it probably is like legit the best arc hand cannon in the game, because it just goes in really, really well both PvP, PvE. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the Nation of Beasts hand cannon itself. As I said, this is the Last Wish raid hand cannon you can kind of get. If you want to, you can kind of grind out the Last Wish if you want to as well to kind of craft it out. But as I said, for PvP guys who don't really raid at all, I know there's a strong contingent of PvP players who don't touch any of the PvE end game stuff. This is definitely one to kind of look at. It's between this and Shattering Bone, and let's be real, hand cannons are always in and around the meta anyway, so I would be looking at this one a little bit more, especially because this particular role in of itself would be better than the Shattering Bones role for PvP. So yeah, if you're a PvP guy and you don't really want to go through crafting or anything, you just want to get a roll of something, this is one to kind of pick up. But if you want to go down the crafting route, this has some banger rolls too. So yeah, I just think overall this thing, it's an absolute freaking beast of a hand cannon. Even this roll that you get from Marasov, probably one of the best rolls out of them all, where you could actually get the roll off Mara. This is probably the best one. So yeah, Nation of Beasts, 100% worth the wish token I spent on it. I know for a lot of people it's going to be a bit of a dilemma which one you kind of going to go for. It is just personal preference. As I always say though, PvP you're kind of looking at the Shattering Bone, Nation of Beasts, and then PvE it's Apex Predator, and then Nations of Beasts as well. Honestly, this is a really solid Arcane cannon, but overall, and Supremacy too. But overall, Nation of Beasts, this is a really dope ass hand cannon, probably one of the best Arcane cannons in the game, and the fact that you can get a roll of it for free, kind of technically with a wish token, and then if you want to, you can kind of craft it out, is honestly super, super huge. So yeah, definitely look at this weapon if you are a hand cannon guy, or just a PvP guy, because this will go in both PvP and PvE. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like, and you want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.